solve 0.7x plus 0.2 is equal to 0.3x plus 8.2. Now, what does this linear equation mean? This means that there is some quantity x which is unknown, okay? So we don't know what is the value of this quantity. This could be anything. It could be 10, it could be 100, it could be 1000, or for that matter, anything. But when we take this quantity and when we multiply it by 0.7 times and we add 0.2 to it, then what we get is that whatever is the result for this is equal to 0.3 times that number or that quantity plus 8.2, right? So how much is this quantity that we don't know? But let's try. So in order to solve any linear inequality of something like this, what do? We bring out all terms containing variables to one side of equality. Okay, now what does this mean? This means that all the terms which are dependent on this unknown quantity x have to be brought down to one side of this equal equation. So which are these terms? We have 0.7x, okay, then we have plus 0.2. So this does not contain x, so I can take it to the other side. So as I move it to the other side of the equality, I know the sign will change, minus 0.2. Then we have 0.3x. Again, this is a variable. So I take it to the other side of the equality, which is this 0.3x. Okay, this here was plus because it has changed sign, so I will put in a minus here, plus 8.2. So 8.2 remains as it is, right? Or now we can kind of do the subtraction. So we have 0.7x, 0.3x, right, with a minus sign. So we subtract from 7, we subtract 3, so we get 4. We put in a decimal, 0.4, and x will remain as it is. Why will x remain as it is? Because we can always write this equation as x times 0.7 minus 0.3. We've taken x as common, and then we are left with this is equal to 8.2 minus 0.2. So this 0.2 will go away with this, and we'll be left with 8. Or we say that 0.4x is equal to 8. Now the idea behind these kind of linear equalities is that you have to remove everything and anything which is the coefficient of this x. So in order to remove this 0.4 from here, we'll divide this side by 0.4. But in order to ensure that the equality remains as it is, we also need to divide the other side by 0.4, right? Now this 0.4 will cancel with this 0.4, and we will be left with x, okay? Now 8 when divided by 0.4, we can also write this as 8.0, okay? And then we remove these decimal signs, so we get 80 upon 4, which is 20. And this is basically the solution for this equality. So for the value of x is equal to 20, this equality will hold true. Let's see if this holds true or not. Okay, let me just remove this here. So let's say we had $20 sticks, okay, which is also the value of x in this particular equality, right? So 0.7x will be how much? 0.7x will be 70% of these sticks. Okay, so 20x is equal to 20, so 0.7x will be equal to 20 into 0.7, which is 14. Okay, and 14 plus 0.2 will give you 14.2, which is the left hand side, right? Similarly, 0.3x will be 0.3 times these sticks, right, which will be 0.3x, 20 into 0.3 or 6, right? To 6, when we add 8.2, we get 14.2, which is the right hand side. And what do we notice? We notice that right hand side is equal to the left hand side in this equation, right?